Good morning, dear hearts. We are on lesson 272. We are in the sixth part, the sixth special relevant thought section of part 2 of the workbook, and please subscribe. The section that we are on now is, what is the Christ? Christ is God's Son as He created Him. Christ is the first extension of God's mind. God created the Christ, the anointed one, by the extension of thought from his mind. Christ is the self we share, uniting us with one another and with God as well, because there is no separation. Now, the visual that is suggested to be used for this, to try to understand it, are three circles, one inside of the other, inside of the other. The first circle, the larger circle, is God. Within that, the next circle is the Christ, and within that is the Holy Spirit. However, there are no lines delineating and separating God from the Christ from the Holy Spirit. It is really all one, because we in truth are all one. He is the thought that still abides within the mind of God, because he has not left his source. Still abides within the mind that is his source, because thoughts don't leave their source. He has not left his holy home. He has not left heaven. He has not left the mind of God, nor lost the innocence in which he was created, because God creates with innocence and purity and wholeness, and that those qualities are maintained. They are never lost. They can be put aside, as we know that we have done that, but they are never truly lost. The Christ abides unchanged forever in the mind of God. Christ is the link that keeps us, one with God, and guarantees that separation is no more than an illusion of despair, for hope forever will abide in him. Hope is that unfulfilled thought, I said. However, the hope remains within the Christ mind in order for it to be connected, and then hope is fulfilled once more. And the hope that we indeed are one is fulfilled, and then that idea of separation is no more. It never was. It falls away as the illusion that it is. Your mind is part of his, and his of yours. He is the part in which God's answer lies, where all decisions are already made and dreams are over. God's answer. Now that's going to be the third part, the third circle, without edges, without borders, and that is the Holy Spirit, because the Holy Spirit was given as the answer the moment there was a question. And within the Holy Spirit, God's answer, and who we turn to for our answers and our guidance, all decisions have been made for our best and highest, and all dreams are over when we come back to the Holy Spirit, because the Holy Spirit helps us to heal and find our way back to where we never left. Christ remains untouched by anything the body's eyes perceive, because the body's eyes perceive illusions, and the Christ mind, the Christ, is not damaged, is not affected by anything that body eyes perceive, because all that the body eyes perceive are illusions. For though in him his Father placed the means for your salvation, yet does he remain the self, true self, big S self, who, like his Father, knows no sin, because he was born in innocence, and innocence and sin do not go together. Next paragraph. Home of the Holy Spirit, and at home in God alone, does Christ remain at peace within the heaven of your holy mind. beautiful alliteration. But home of the Holy Spirit. So now again, here is that third circle within the circle within the circle that is all encompassing of everything there is. This is the only part of you, the heaven of your holy mind, that has reality in truth. Everything else, the rest is dreams. Yet will these dreams be given unto Christ. We will turn them over because he has the means for salvation, which is the awakening of for us, for the entire sonship, out of the dreams of illusions, the dreams of despair. The rest is dreams, yet will these dreams be given unto Christ to fade, to simply fade before his glory and reveal your holy self, the Christ, to you at last. So we connect with the Christ in us, that part of our mind that is as pure as the Christ is as well. We are all one. Today's lesson is, how can illusion satisfy God's Son? Well, that's a question, and the answer is they can't. Father, the truth belongs to me. This first part is the prayer. The truth belongs to me. My home is set in heaven by your will and mine. I agree now that my will and God's are one, and we both have the desire for our home, all of God's children, for our home, our home, to be in heaven. Can dreams content me? Can illusions bring me happiness? What but your memory can satisfy your Son? Everything else, every other illusion that we have in this world of separation will never bring happiness. I use the example in the past for this. Can illusions satisfy God's Son? Well, picture these two things. Here's the picture of an ice cream cone, and here is the real thing, the real ice cream cone. Which one will satisfy you? Which one will you choose? Everything in the ego world is just like that picture of the ice cream cone. It looks good, but it will never fulfill you. It will never bring you happiness. It will never be what you want it to be. You will never be satisfied with pictures, illusions. I will accept no less than you have given me. Back to the lesson. I am surrounded by your love, forever still, forever gentle, and forever safe. That is how we are when we are in our holy home. We are forever still. Everything is forever gentle around us, and we are indeed forever safe. God's Son must be as you created him. We cannot change because what God creates is changeless. The second part of today's lesson, which is the more text-like, is today we pass illusions by. And if we hear temptation call to us to stay and linger in a dream, we turn aside and ask ourselves if we, the children of God, could be content with dreams when heaven can be chosen just as easily as hell, and love will happily replace all fear. And that's just beautiful and easy, very easy to understand. I think of our lesson way back, lesson 133, that I will not value what is valueless. That is what I would be doing if I would value illusions. Illusions are valueless. They offer nothing. So today, I will not settle for the illusions that are offered by the ego. I will not settle for dreams that are simply mist and cloud and fall away. I want what is real and what my Father wants me to indeed know is mine, and to receive it and accept it. Today, illusions can never satisfy God's child. That's it for today. I hope it helped. Please like, please share, please subscribe, please comment. Please be here tomorrow. We'll read more of our relevant thought and go into a lovely, lovely lesson. Namaste.